Alright, what's up there, YouTube? So today I'd like to talk to you about gay weddings and the recent Supreme Court ruling about the cake baker who refused to bake a cake for a gay couple for their wedding. Last year I shot my first gay wedding and I didn't know it was a gay wedding. I'll tell you a little story about it, what happened. Last year a bride contacted me about shooting her wedding. She didn't say it was a gay wedding. She didn't say it was a straight wedding. She just said, can you shoot my wedding? How much would it cost? We went over the thing. She told me she was getting married in St. Augustine, and that she would be, that they would be getting ready at the hotel there. So it was kind of last minute. It was lower budget, but it was I had no problem shooting. It was just video. I was shooting video for their wedding. They had a photographer already, and so I gave her a quote. She came back. That was fine. So a month or two later, she paid the retainer, and then a month or two later, a couple months later, I went down to shoot it. I show up. I asked her what room she's getting ready in at the hotel, which is across the street from the venue. It was right there at the Leitner Museum in St. Augustine, which I've shot there several times. The Leitner Museum. So I, show up and I get my gear out. I find the room and knock. She's in there getting ready, blah, blah, blah. It's the bride. She's getting ready. And I'm listening because I noticed something was a little odd. Not odd, but a little bit different. Usually they contact me and say where the groom's getting ready and where the bride's getting ready. Usually they say the guys are getting ready at this location. The girls will be here. She didn't say anything like that. She just said, I'm getting ready in room so-and-so. That's where I'll be. I was like, okay. So I show up, I get in the room, and I'm sitting there filming them, and I hear her bridesmaid saying, Kristen, to her, Kristen's getting almost ready. You should see her. She looks fantastic. And I thought, it's a gay wedding. So it's Kristen was the groom. Obviously, it was the other party. So I shot it, and let me tell you, I wouldn't have turned it down if they told me it was a gay wedding right from the beginning. So I think maybe they were worried that a vendor, if they found out it was a gay wedding, that they would turn them down or something like that. They shouldn't have to do that. They shouldn't have to worry about it, but they do. It's one of the things nowadays you do. There's a difference. Some people just don't want to shoot a gay wedding. That should be their choice if they don't want to shoot a gay wedding. I've got no problem with it, and I'll explain why. So I shot it, and I shot the first look was one of the best first looks I've ever shot. I put a microphone on the groom, the other bride, and she was dressed like with a tux. So she was dressed like the male, but she was really, really nice. I put a mic on her. She was really funny. We got along really good, and during the first look, I actually got emotional. It was a really, really good first look. It was a really good thing, and what I found out was when I shot their first look, that who they were, like their gender, the sex that they were, didn't matter, because they were two people that loved each other, and I could tell that from the shots that I was getting. I could tell that from their reactions to each other. They really loved each other. So to me, that was more important than what their gender was, or what their, what their religion was, or what their anything else was. See, here's the thing. It's just like, just because I shot it doesn't mean I'm part of a gay wedding. It doesn't mean that I'm condoning a gay wedding. It doesn't mean any of that stuff. It's just like if I shoot a Jewish wedding, that doesn't make me Jewish. If I shoot a Muslim wedding, that doesn't make me Muslim. It doesn't make me say, hey, the Muslims are better than Christians, or Jewish people are better than Christians, or Christians are better than Jewish people. None of that matters, because it's about the people, it's about the couple, it's about what they're doing. Whether the couple's gay, straight, Muslim, atheist, Baptist, Protestant, Christians, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, whatever. It doesn't matter. Non-denomination, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is that the couple's getting married because they love each other. And to me, that is a bigger issue. If they love each other. I've shot Christian weddings where I could tell there was something, they were both standoffish. And I don't know if it was just because of the wedding or what, but I've shot ones that they didn't show hardly any emotion. and then I've shot ones like this where they were super emotional. So it's one of those things where me personally, I don't care. But then again, on the flip side, I think if you own a business, you should be able to be a jackass if you want to, right? And to a degree, like I don't think you should be able to say, "Oh, you're gay. I'm not gonna serve you this hamburger," because you already serve hamburgers. You serve them to straight people. The person being gay, you don't know that they're being gay with your. I mean, what difference does that make? What they're doing? You're selling somebody a hamburger. If you're making a cake and the cake, you're not decorating it. You're just making a cake and you're selling it to somebody. It doesn't matter what that person does with the cake or what they're doing with the cake or what their ceremony the cake is for, as long as it's the same cake that you sold somebody else. Now here's where the difference is. If you decorate the cakes and you typically put just married on it or their names on it, and at the top you have statues of a man and woman on the top, and that's what you do normally, then asking them to change it to two men or two women and change it to two men names or LGBTQ or whatever it is, then you're asking them to do something that they don't normally do. It's just like the argument, and I've seen other people try to make this argument, do you go into a Muslim deli and ask them for a bacon sandwich? Muslim delis don't serve bacon sandwiches. So that's a different, you're asking them to make something they don't normally make. See, the difference is you're asking them to make something they normally make. I take photos, right? And I take videos. If somebody hired me and said, well, we want to hire you to do birthdays, and we want to hire you to do a birthday party, and I go and I shoot the birthday party. Now, if the guy came in and said, we want to hire you to do my son's birthday, he's gay, but don't say anything about it. We're not going to do anything different. And then I said, well, no, I can't do it. Well, that would be wrong because I already shoot birthday parties. Now, if he said he's gay and he's going to have a big, it's all going to be gay people there, and all the gay people are going to be making out, or they're going to be, there's going to be a bunch of things looking like ding-dongs, looking like sexual organs on the table. The cake is designed like a big, phallic symbol or something like that. Then I could say, look, I don't normally shoot that, because normally a birthday cake looks like a birthday cake. It doesn't normally look like this, and it doesn't have a bunch of rainbow flags around, and we're not doing I don't normally do gay birthday, so I do not want to do that. I feel uncomfortable doing it. And you should have the right to do that. But it has to be something different than what you normally do. If it's a standard birthday, why would you? It's just like a standard. If I'm selling a hamburger, I can't say, well, you're black, I can't sell you this hamburger. That is discrimination. If they say, well, I can't. Now, if it was a black black photographer, and let's flip it around. Let's make this where other people can understand. If it's a black photographer and a Ku Klux Klan member comes in and says, we want you to film or photograph our Klan meeting, and we're going to have all these Klansmen standing around who hate black people, and we're going to have cakes and stuff with KKK written on it, and we're going to be burning crosses, and we're going to be chanting a bunch of racial slurs and negative stuff, but we want you to photograph it. And if he should have the right to say, no, I'm not doing that, because I'll feel uncomfortable shooting that. Now, does he normally shoot parties? Yes. Does he normally shoot parties with cakes and people having a party? Yes. But he doesn't normally shoot a cake or a party that has a bunch of Klansmen, racist Klansmen, taunting, death to Blackie or whatever it is on there. He should have the right to turn them down. I should have the right to turn down gay weddings if I don't want to shoot a gay. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I look at the couple and they're fat, and I don't feel like, I'm like, well, that doesn't really, I can't really use that to represent my company because this couple is obese, and I don't want to photograph or film obese people because I want all my couples to look, like models. But that should be my choice. If I want to be an asshole and not, I would personally, I would shoot him. I don't care. But if I should still have the choice. If I own the business, I should have the choice to say, no, I'm not gonna photograph those people. I'm not gonna film those people. I don't want to. I don't want to film. You're having the wedding behind a trailer, and you're gonna be standing around drinking beer and eating hot dogs and off the grill. Personally, I would probably do it, but I should be able to say, no, I don't want to. I don't want to film or photograph that. I think that should be my right as a business owner. Now, it equals out, because for every business owner that doesn't want to film a gay wedding, there's business owners like me who have no problem doing it. Fine, send them to me. I'll be happy to go film their wedding or photograph their wedding. I don't mind at all. In fact, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It's one of the best weddings I shot last year, was the gay wedding that I shot. So this whole thing where, oh, well, you can't do it, or I want to use the government to force a company to do something that they don't want to do, it's ridiculous. Why would you want somebody to film or photograph your wedding that doesn't like you or doesn't like what you do? Why would you want that? If I was a hunter and I had deer heads all over the wall, and I wouldn't go try and hire a photographer that was a PETA lover, that was a protection of rights, animal right activists, and say, you're going to come photograph my wedding and we're going to have deer heads all over the wall. And then if they said, well, I don't want to do that, I'm sickened by these deer heads, I wouldn't go and say, well, I'm going to use the state to force you to do it, and if you don't do it, I'm going to sue you over it, and then I'm going to get and ruin your business over it. Just move along. Go to somebody that has no problem shooting a wedding with deer heads and animal heads all over them and bear skins all over the floor. A lot of people wouldn't care. Why put yourself through that? So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it should be that the government should force a company to do that? Now, there is a limit. Like I said, if it was somebody coming in for a black person coming in to buy a cake, and you said, well, I'm not going to serve you because you're black, that's completely wrong. That's discrimination based on the color of their skin, not based on what they're buying. Or a gay person, that's discrimination. I'm discriminating you as a protected class based on your sexual orientation, so I'm not going to sell you this cake. That's different. That's different than selling a cake for a certain occasion. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think it's different? Do you guys think that they should just find a gay photographer that will shoot their wedding, or do you think I'm right? Do you think this is a good position to have? Comment below. You guys let me know what you think. Look, I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance to come on here and talk to you that much. But on July 7th, I think it's the 7th, I'm shooting a wedding in St. Augustine with the Nikon D850 and the Tamron 85mm 1.8 VR lens, vibration reduction. And I'll let you guys know what I think of it. I'm probably going to do a quick behind the scenes type of thing to upload on here. Let you guys know what I think of that, because I've been considering between that and the D500. You saw my review. I really love the D500, but I like the full frame D850, so I'm renting the D850. I'm shooting with my other cameras too, but I'm going to have that camera there. I went ahead and rented it so that I can have it, try it out, and see what I like to do is I like to rent something, try it out, see if I like it on an actual shoot. I'll take it out to a shoot. Like I rented the D500 and went and did an engagement shoot with it, and I really liked it, but I'm not real fan of the crop sensor. So the D850 is the same thing, but without a crop sensor, shoots 4K video without the crop. And a lot of people are liking the Sony A7 III and stuff like that, but I don't see myself switching. I've got a bunch of lenses, and I don't see myself switching from Nikon to Sony. I'd rather wait for the Nikon mirrorless, or get a D850, get a deal on the D850, which is a phenomenal camera. There's no way around it. It's a phenomenal camera. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to try it out, and I'll let you guys know. But I've been real busy. I'm buying a house in St. Augustine. I'm moving to St. Augustine. I'm pretty sure St. Augustine is where I'm going to go. I personally like the Gulf Coast better, but St. Augustine's close enough to be. I really like St. Augustine, so I've been looking around St. Augustine. I got approved for an FHA loan and all that type of stuff, so I've been looking around for houses, and I've been really busy. I haven't had a whole lot of time to come on here and talk, but I will. I'll talk some more, and let me know. You guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. I don't care if you're against it or for it, whatever. Just let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you disliked it, and I'm out. I'll talk to you later. See ya.